Hello friends, welcome back to the Craft Castle. In a previous video, I showed you that I got the rotary attachment accessory for my Xtool P2, and today I'm gonna set this up, and hopefully by the end of that, I am going to have an engraving around my entire tumbler. I'm excited, a little nervous. I'm sure it's not going to be that hard. That being said, what's inside of this box is the Rotary Attachment Pro. So it's not only a rotary attachment for tumblers, but there is this accessory box that's right here. Inside this accessory box, what you're gonna have is little accessories. They're not going to look like a whole bunch. They're just small little like holders like this, and then you're gonna get, this is right here is called a jaw chuck. There's gonna be some assembly required with this, but these accessories right here will allow you to do smaller, rounder objects like a ring, like a round ring or a golf ball, a glass ornament. If you have a wine glass with a stem on it, this will also hold that as well. So having the accessories is nice because then you can do a whole bunch of different round objects versus just a tumbler. So inside the box we have, for mine, we have the accessory pack, we have some directions, and then a connection cable guide. If you have an Xtool that is the M1 or the S1, the rotary accessory works for all of their machines. The only difference is going to be the connection cable that you're going to use. So like I have an F1, so I'm going to use a cable for my F1. Now I can use this same thing over in my P2. I would just need to switch out the cable for that. Okay, so really there's not a whole lot of setup when it comes to the rotary. These are the cables. This is the one that I'm gonna need for my P2, so I'm gonna set this to the side. And these ones right here, I don't need for the P2, so I am gonna put them over here because that's not what I'm using today. This right here, this level is very important. Do not throw this away. Okay, so this right here is your rotary accessory. The motherboard of the entire rotary is right here. This is what tells your laser to turn. So this right here is the most important part. That being said, these two bars, and in particular this one moves into different places. So if you have a super skinny tumbler and it falls through with the rotary not being able to grab it, what you would do is you would take the screw out of here and you would move this over and then put the screw back in. So there's two different areas, or levels is what they call it, to put your screw in. So like for this tumbler right here, we're only gonna worry about this part right here. See how the rotary holds my tumbler? And then when I roll this, it is rolling my tumbler without any issues. Now I have another tumbler right here and it is rolling just fine without any issues. So if you had a skinny, like a skinnier one than this, or if you're using something else that is smaller, all you would need to do is take this screw out and move it around. However, for my two tumblers that I have here, I don't need to move the levels. Okay, so this thing right here, I'm gonna show you all of this before I take it over to the laser, just because it'll be easier to see. So this thing right here is what holds your tumbler level. So like this, if we come over here and we look at it just without it, you see how this right here is wiggly? We do not want that. In order to get a good engrave on anything like a tumbler, you want everything to be level, which is very important of this thing right here. We want this to be level. So what you do is you take this, there is a dial right here, and if we move it, do you see how it moves up and down? This, you can put the very base of this onto here. And then we're gonna take this, put it on top of our laser, and we are gonna be able to adjust the height. So I moved it down just a little bit. You can see that that bubble is right in the middle. We can move it up, See how now the bubble is over to the left? So you want this to be level. Now I would suggest doing this all inside your laser, because your laser, where I'm at and where my laser is, there might be different, it might not be level over there. Okay, when you have that done, let's just move our hand on our roller. It's gonna be hard to see because like everything's black, but now my tumbler is moving without any issues. It is staying in place. We're looking good. All right. I don't think I'm gonna need any of these today because I am not doing any of the accessories. So we're just gonna leave that over to the right. Now let's go put this into the laser and see what we can do. One thing to note here, you will need the riser base in order to do the rotary. So you have to make sure to have the riser base. I do not have my tray in place at this moment. Okay, when we're doing the rotary, we need to slide our tray into place. Now this right here is the rotary attachment. I already have it in there. If I were to put my tumbler in here and get this all leveled up again, you want the very top of your tumbler to be level to this right here. So like where you would put your slats, you want that to be about level with that. If you were to slide your tray in any lower and put this in here like this is gonna be below where the slats are. And what would happen is you would try and process this and it would say that the material is too far away from the head. That's because it is. It's too far away from the head. The rule of thumb is you want it to be level to the top of where the slats go. Okay, so the next thing you want to do when you have your base put in where it's supposed to go, you want to take your tool, your cord. We are going to take this and insert this into the back of your rotary, just like that. Then you're going to put this inside here. That's going to tell your laser that you have plugged in your rotary. Okay, remember I had this like lined up as level. Let's see if it's still level over here. I need to drag it, put it down, put it up just a little bit. Okay, so in theory, this all works. Let's turn our machine on and go over to the Xtool program and see what it says. Okay, so when we turned on our Xtool, it automatically hooks up via Wi-Fi to our P2. So I'm just gonna go from slats flat, and let's go to laser cylindrical. Ensure that the red spot falls at the highest point of your cylinder. Okay, let's do a quick measure. It says to make sure this red dot is on the highest point of my tumbler, and it is, but I honestly think maybe because it's black, it can't see it. So let's try a yellow tumbler. Okay, so I was getting the error message that it couldn't read it. I put my tray one slot up, and then I pressed that quick measure, and it said that everything was successful. So we're good to go. This is upside down. The top is gonna be over here. Let's see, what are we gonna do? Let's just insert a pattern. Do I know if this is gonna be correct? Absolutely not. This is probably just gonna be a tester tumbler, but let's just see if it works. So I'm gonna drag this over here. I'm gonna unlock this. Okay. I grabbed my black tumbler. It's the same size as the yellow tumbler, and I want this to wrap around the entire top of that. So this is going to be 12 and a quarter all the way around. So I am going to keep my height like that, and the width I'm going to do 12 and a quarter. Press enter. Will it work? I don't know. Okay, let's go. I've never used powder coated tumblers in my P2 yet. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna go to engrave. We're gonna do power 15, speed 400. Do I know if this is going to work? Nope, but we are gonna figure this out together. Okay, let's just press process. If we mess this up, that's fine because I have a lot to mess up on. You can press start, fingers crossed. Okay, I am gonna press my button and we'll see if this works. Let's see if we have a good tumbler. surprisingly, for it being our very first tumbler, this is actually not that bad. I'm wildly surprised that I had success with it on the very first try. Holy cow. Okay, obviously my settings need to be more because it did not take off all the powder coating. I mean, it looks all right, but it's definitely not the look that I wanted. I wanted all the powder coating to be off, so we definitely need to change the settings, but like, we have a fully wrapped tumbler. All right. Okay, let's go back to the Xtool. Let's do another something. So your hands are going to be dirty. Just note that. As I was waiting for that tumbler to get done, I found this SVG file of dinosaurs. My daughter loves dinosaurs, and she loves this like slate blue color, so I think I'm going to engrave this. This is like a really small, I don't really know how many ounces this is, but it's not a very big water bottle. I don't know if she's going to use it, but we're going to try. So let's just press download. That's going to download. We'll go back to the Xtool. So this tumbler, that yellow one, took 22 minutes to engrave, and I feel like that's way too slow. Our settings were definitely off. So I'm going to press OK. All right, I am going to go put this inside the Xtool. Okay, so I put that in there. I don't need to adjust the rollers because it's rolling perfectly fine. And I actually don't even need this either because it doesn't need to be level since this is a straight tumbler. I'm just going to put this off to the side and let's just verify that this looks good. And without the assistance, it is level. So we are good to go there. All right. I don't know if I'm going to have to bump this up or not, so let me just shut my Xtool and we'll go back and see if it needs to be bumped up. Okay, we want to press refresh. There is our tumbler. I am just going to X out of that. We're going to bring this to the very left, just like that. Okay, I am going to do the auto measure. Okay. So it exceeds the maximum measurable distance. That means I have to go bump up that tray. So let's go back and do that. Okay, so this needs to be bumped up. I have a red dot on my tumbler. I'm gonna just put it just like that. Okay, the red dot, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that, but there is a red dot right there. So the red dot has to be at the highest point. Conveniently, that is the highest point. Okay, and let's shut this again. Okay, let's press refresh again. And then before I adjust that, let me just go over here and press the auto measure. Okay, we are good to go. So I just had to bump it up just a little bit. Now I'm going to put this over to the left just so it hits the very edge. Okay. And I'm going to insert that SVG file that I downloaded off Creative Fabrica. Let's see here. I want the SVG, so I'm going to drag and drop it in there. We're going to drag this over here. And then it looks like I have a rectangle, so I'm just going to delete that. Looks good. I'm going to select everything and then I'm going to go to combined and then unite. Looks good. Okay, so to note, the head of your rotary or the top of your rotary is right here. So if you were to put this like this, your engraving is going to be upside down because the bottom of your cup or the bottom of your tumbler or whatever it is that you're doing is going to be right here. So you're going to want to rotate this and it's going to be upside down. I don't want to take that blue tumbler out. I'm just going to take another one of those same tumblers that I have, and you want to make your measurements. So for mine, the width of the full roundness, circumference, is that what it's called? I did not pass geometry. I took it twice in high school and did not pass it either time. So I have no idea. It's 9 1/4. So I want my width to be 9 1/4 and the height I want it to be 5 1/4, and unlock this and we'll do 5 1/4, 5.25. Press enter. Okay, I'm going to line up the top and bottom. See how I lined up my top and bottom? All right, theoretically, this is going to work. Just like the last time. We don't know until we try. Luckily, I have ample amounts of all of this stuff. So I'm going to press engrave. I am going to bump my power up. So before I had power 15, I don't even think that that was anywhere near close to what I need. I'm going to bump it to 60. Do I know if that's too much? Nope, but I'm going to try it anyways. And let's do the speed We did the speed at 400. Oh, there is a coated metal setting in Xtool. If I click on that, it says 15 to 50. Okay, I'm gonna increase the power because we did a low power last time and I didn't like that. So let's bump this up. I'm gonna go to 50. We are going to really monitor that laser cutter. If it is doing funky things that I don't like, we are going to stop that real quick. Okay, theory should work. Let's press process. I didn't get an error notice, so we're good. Let's just go press start. Okay, I am going to press that button and hope it works out. Let's go. Alrighty, so here is the finished water bottle. I probably could have gone even deeper settings than this, like more power for this. But this entire thing looks absolutely phenomenal. I cannot believe this. So my second tumbler or second water bottle, and look at this, it's perfection. I love that the engravings went to the very top here and to the very bottom here, so it looks like it's supposed to be there. Didn't this just turn out so stinking cool? And you know what? Although there wasn't a whole lot of directions to use this thing, I mean, I was able to figure it out. It is not that hard to do, for sure. All right, y'all, I sure hope I inspired you to create, and I'll see you later.